Mr. Carbajal is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Secretary Buttigieg, I understand that the U.S. Department of Transportation has announced that $520 million is available for Cycle 1 Charging and Fueling Infrastructure, CFI. This is for applications that are highly recommended or recommended. In my district on the Central Coast of California, the Santa Barbara County Association of Governments is spearheading a $20 million grant application that would fund the installation of 21 direct current DC fast charging stations along the US 101. SBCAG's application has been listed as recommended. When should applicants start hearing from your department regarding the outcome of their applications?
Thank you for the question. We're hard at work on the CFI program, which is a companion to the NEVI program. Already 47 awards have been made, amounting to $623 million, and of course future rounds will bring future awards. We'd be happy to get more information to your office about a timeline. I know that we had our latest notice of funding opportunity out on May 30th. Part of what we're trying to do with those rolling applications is to get quicker answers to our project sponsors, because we know how important these facilities, especially those DC fast charging facilities that are challenging sometimes for the private sector to do on their own. We know how important those are to communities like those that you serve.
Thank you. I want to pivot to another issue of importance to my district that was brought to my attention by the County of San Luis Obispo. For decades, the federal government has required commercial service airports to use Florentine firefighting foams that contain PFAS. The recently passed FAA reauthorization bill includes a provision that I helped write for a new grant program that gives airports $350 million over the next 5 years to assist in their transition from aqueous film-forming foam, AFFF, to fluorine-free foam, F3, or foams that don't contain PFAS. What is the FAA doing now to help airports in their transition to these new foams?
Well, thank you for your attention to this issue. We know this is not just an environmental and safety concern, but also an economic concern for airports. FAA has done a lot of technical work, found that performance standard in partnership with DoD that does not require the use of PFAS. And now that that new standard has been put forward, there is a transition plan, an aircraft firefighting foam transition plan, published roughly a year ago with stakeholders from the DoD to firefighters to environmental groups. We will continue to work closely with our airport partners, helping them identify best practices, helping them prepare for this transition, and to the extent resources are an issue for them, welcome further opportunities to work with you on making sure they have what they need.
Thank you. Last year, OMB finally, after 2 years of uncertainty, clarified the Buy America provisions established in the bipartisan infrastructure law that did not apply to construction materials such as aggregate and asphalt binder. This would have put significant restrictions on supply chains for aggregate and asphalt binder. Will the administration continue to pursue new Buy America provisions, and if so, does the administration plan to allow for waivers on manufactured products?
We are continuing to work to try to ensure that project delivery is kept swift and affordable while meeting our Buy America commitments. The new guidance, we hope, is helpful to our project sponsors, but we know that sometimes it needs interpretation, and we want to make sure that we provide further guidance as needed. The Federal Highway, FAA, FTA, and FRA rules for iron and steel and manufactured products have not changed, but we continue to be ready to work on whether it's waivers or policy guidance to help make sure our project sponsors understand what's required.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, one of the FAA's most successful and cost-effective government industry partnerships for taxpayers is the FAA Contract Tower Program. There are 264 airports in the program, including the SLO County Airport in my district. This critical air traffic program, safety program, supports general aviation operations, DoD flight training operations, and military readiness, commercial air service, and flight schools across the country. What assurances can you give us that contract towers will remain a high priority for DOT and FAA?
These are certainly an important part of our national aviation system. There's currently a total of 263 contract towers in the program. I would note as one indication of the importance we place on them that the President's fiscal 25 budget request seeks $256 million to fund that program. It includes measures to try to cover the cost growth that has taken place. Vendor contract prices have escalated about 22% from 2020 to December last year. We're continuing to work to help them keep up.
Thank you very much. I yield back.